aimless wanderings continue now, and in need of a coffee, you know me. You know I like me coffee, and oh hang on, some funky dancing going on there. No, they're finished. Did pigeons like it? I don't know. Who knows? It's pigeons. You know what they're like. Rats of the sky. Anyways, I need a coffee now, and a little bite to eat. Now, top mate Tony tells me there's in that pink building right there, just to the right of the statue, there's a pretty big, or quite a big McDonald's. So I thought, right, okay, there's a backup there. If there's nothing else around here that isn't overpriced tourist rubbish, that's going to be my backup. Sadly, I know. But so far, going off, what he's telling me, I'm just moving out of the way because someone's taking a photo. So far, which he did warn me, was a lot of the stuff around here is overpriced tourist rubbish food. So I want something, obviously, you know me, you lot, a bit more authentic. So when in Rome, which I'm not quite, but when in Rome, do as the Romans do. So I'm looking for something, maybe just to tide me over until later, and find a more decent restaurant somewhere. So I'm in no rush to go back to the hotel or the hotel area at the moment. I'm going to be out and about, just aimlessly wandering for who knows long yet. Have funds, will travel. So I'm just looking around here. Now we're going to go into the Galleria, I think. We're going to have a walk down here. This is rather impressive. So I'm going to have a wander through here, I think, and see what can be found in here. So far, looking at some of the coffee shops I've passed and ones I've been in, I was sadly, looking at the menu, I was quite sort of dismayed, really.
Oh no!
It just seems to be espressos or cappuccinos, and that is it. So I was quite surprised at, really. Obviously cappuccino, yes, Italian and all that lot. I thought there'd be a bigger range, like lattes and things, because you know I do like a latte. So, quite dismayed so far with the coffee selections I've seen. But this could change. Hopefully it's going to change for the better. Everyone's taking photos in here. This is the scenes as you walk in. So there's various little places to eat and obviously shop. A lot of it, I suppose, is for the experience of saying you've eaten or shopped in here. So some of you fashion experts will know the names on the shops as I'm walking through here. Just outside was Rolex, and you've got Gucci around here. Obviously, in my London bike dispatch days, I've had dealings with some of these big firms, delivering some of their goods around London, and some of the account paperworks for them as well, down to Canary Wharf and other such areas, but I digress. But I've been in some of the Rolex shops before in London, so I'd imagine if you can afford to be a Rolex shopper, the shops will be similar out here. When we go over here, Prada, Louis Vuitton, but of course all in the backdrop of this rather impressive building, which on a day like today with the blue skies, look, and the sun shining through, is very pleasurable. Now looking at the floor here, there's various little mosaics. I think there's one. This might be. Let's wander over here. Might be this one here actually. I think this is the one. No, there's one on the floor here, which you have to spin round on. It's one of these, and you have to spin round on it. Now, I'm just trying to find it, just so you know where it is. There. So, right, see where the Versace shop is on one corner, and the Prada shop is on the other. This mosaic here, we'll get round here. This mosaic here, what you have to do, you have to spin around 3 times on the balls, on the balls, like that. Look, that's what you got to do. If you believe in luck, good luck charms, all that sort of stuffs, then jump on and have a spin. Maybe a bit quicker than that though. I'm no expert on the spinning, but I think you might have to do it a bit quicker than that. So that one there, folks, that's what you're looking for. Look, there you go. Yes, and oh look, there's another McDonald's down there. You can't miss the old Western foods, can you, eh? McDonald's, got to get in there. So, bit of building works going on that end. So I think we might walk down this end. Might just have a nose in a couple of these restaurants just to see how pricey they are. Not being a total cheapskate or cheap Charlie, but you know the tourist traps when you see them, folks. Anyone that's done any type of travelling. All very nice so far. Very plush, so if you've got a fat wallet or purse, come along. Obviously, of course, a lot of people are dressed to impress. I imagine, obviously, coming along in the summertime, be even more dressed to impress people out and about on the streets. Obviously, at the moment, it's jackets, because it's autumn. Jackets, scarves, and hats are out. But no, I've seen a few that are determined to dress to impress around today. Ah, there's a menu there. Right, let's have a look at this one. Let's get an idea here. Will that focus? A bit of shine back. €10.50 for a spaghetti. Don't know how big the portions are. Looks nice though. So coming out to this end here, I think I walked past this morning on the way down. So that is that area. Let's walk along here for a bit. So I've just been wandering around aimlessly and I've come across something I've seen on the internet, and I'm outside now, so I just thought there's no queues. Apparently it gets very, very, very busy, but I think I'm going to try one because apparently it's a must do. Just outside here, and now I've got to work out what it is. These panzerottis apparently. There's different types. So I'll have a decider and see what I'm going to go for. This is the scene inside. And there's different types apparently. Yeah, there's different types, as you can see there. So you've got to make a choice. So back soon. And I would imagine through the day they change the menu around slightly. So you've got different things on offer. So I had the first one I just had basically just the mozzarella one, just to get a taste of it, and then I went for a sweet one at the end with almonds. It's got a bit of almonds and chocolate in it, and a couple of other things. So yeah, not too bad on the money. €2 to €3 each, depending on what style you go for. Apparently that shop gets absolutely rammed, and you get queues around the corner some parts of the day, so beware of that one. It's about 5 o'clock now, so you can just basically walk in straight away, get served, get what you want. And they've got other items like cakes on offer and other little treats as well. So that's another thing to do when you're in the centre of town here. is pop along now and sample some of these treats. So I'm just on my second one now, so I'm just going to have that, and then I'll carry on just having a wander around. Right, just continuing my wanderings here, and just come across this little square. So Android users, look away now. It's obviously some sort of an Apple shop, and I think it goes underneath. I'll show you in a sec, because there's people coming up, and the bottom there, look, people are coming up of those stairs. So for all you Apple fans, I don't know why you would be really, or you iSheep fans, there's a focal point right here for you, so you can get all your Apple fix or your iSheep fixes right here. Now I'll show you, I'm going to go down here anyway, even though I'm getting an adverse reaction to all this, because I like my Android. But I'll just walk down, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So you can get some photos done here by the water, look. Yeah, lovely, get a photo, brilliant, selfie time. And then underneath, look, those what would appear to be seating areas, lights, but then when you look in, underneath, look, there's some things underneath, you see. So I think there's an actual Apple store down there. I'm not going to go down there because, frankly, I think a lot of this stuff is all overpriced, but I think Apple is especially overpriced stuffs. But that's just my opinion, folks. So if you like all things Apple though, and you really want to come along, then you can pop along and go in the Apple shop, store thing, whatever it is. Or if you just want a couple of shots, drop along just for a couple of shots here. I just thought I'd show you that as I wander around. So as I'm walking around here, I've stumbled into the square where the Duomo is again, so I just thought I'd show you this scene in the evening now while it's lit up. It looks very nice on a clear evening like tonight. It all looks very nice. It's actually darker than what the camera is allowing for here. It is actually darker to the naked eye. But once again, those that know, that watch the channel regularly, this Canon G1X Mark II, the low-level light handling of this camera just amazes me. I never have to use any extra lighting whatsoever with this camera. So it's actually darker in real life. But even looking through your own eyes, it's still a nice lit up pleasant scene here. So once again, do come along and experience this. Just have a wander around. There's various buskers out and about, various types of music and little shows going on. Very nice actually. I think I might pop down here again tomorrow and just do a couple more bits that I haven't seen yet. I'm just going to amble round eventually with the goal of getting something to eat somewhere that's half decent or interesting. So that's my rough plan, get something to eat eventually as I'm walking around enjoying the scenes. So I'll film a bit more as I'm going around when I find other things, okay? Right, so I think I'll wind things up here. I walked back, as you saw, had a mill around the town centre in the evening time, or the early evening time. Walked along, found a little restaurant, had a plate of carbonara and a couple of coffees and that, a little dessert, which is very nice. So I've just been milling around for a while, walking about, no real sense of direction. Ended up, incidentally, back at the castle where I started off at this morning. So that's nice and handy. And I can get the tram and take a slow ride back to the hotel area. So that's what I think I'm going to do in a minute. But I'll leave you now with a few passing shots of the castle in the evening time. It's all lit up very nicely here. And what I do, I'll wind things up here now, and hope you enjoyed that little tour today around Milan Central, so to speak. Should be out again soon, so of course take the camera along, and I'll see you on the next vlog.